Well, I think we're going to need to switch to the wide angle lens.
And also, for those of you who don't understand what a wide angle lens does from the last video, where there were a load of the little keyboard ratters that came and went, oh my god, Lex has lost loads of size, but then ignored the workout video that came literally the same day afterwards. Wide angle lenses kind of do a convex shape, so it makes things kind of get elongated and pulled weird. So this is me not on a wide angle lens. Can you see how we are not? Normal lens versus wide angle lens doesn't change reality.
Right, let's talk about this food.
Looking really helpful there, Bailey. Looking really helpful.
Well, to beat some biscuits up in this for the dogs. The biscuits up there now. For the little ones.
Are you ready, camera lady? Good 5-year-old. Tag in.
No, I'm going to leave you hanging like you did to me earlier.
No, tag in. No. Proper high five. Tag. Wait. Right, okay, tag in. 3, 2, 1.
Zoom out, zoom in.
So we're on the wide angle lens, so then you should be able to get everything in. As you can see, we've had delivery, we're back. Okay, on with the food. So as you can see, this is a kind of a standard-ish delivery that we would get in terms of meat and food, but there are a lot more kind of side treats, would you call them? Yeah, side treats that we've got that have been sent through, so a whole load of new things to look at. But we'll start with the meats. This is standard what we eat day to day all the time. We have chicken mini fillets. These are fantastic, they're skinless. Stick them in the oven, under the grill, in the pan. They're ready to rock and roll, and every bit of them's edible, no cleaning to do on those. We tend to get how many packs of these?
Well, normally we get about 5 kg of individual chicken breasts. We get them once a month, but then once every 2 weeks we get 2 packs of them, just to kind of bulk up that I can do meal prep with.
The difference you need to know about good meat and bad meat, although you might buy it when it's uncooked, the weight will say something like 400 grams. A bad meat will be pumped full of water, meaning when you cook it, it'll end up being like 220 grams. It can be absolutely ridiculous. It can nearly halve in weight when you cook it. So getting your meat from a good supplier actually ends up being better value for money, even if you might pay a little bit more per kilo, if that makes sense. Because when you cook it down, you end up with an overall bigger weight at the end. Unsmoked bacon medallions. Talks about these all the time. Every single one of these is low fat, high protein. When you're talking about each of these is roughly, I think we call them about 25 grams, 20 grams roughly serving size. And so that would create around about, they come in at about 6 or 7 grams of protein per little piece. 3 or 4 of those in a sandwich, add on additions to salads, chop them in. Perfect, great little tool. And obviously you get to have bacon whilst dieting. Extra lean minced beef steak. This is what you want to be making your curries, your minces, your burgers out of this. It's barbecue season, and this is fantastic for making the burgers. But as I said, mince, chilies, bologneses, absolutely perfect. Per 100 gram serving, fat 4.2. When you talk about a normal mince that you get from the supermarket, you're looking like 16 to 20 grams. A hell of a difference. So when you're cutting, you need the extra lean, and you want the beef steak mince. We are still cutting, we're still looking to get better as the summer progresses. It is barbecue season, and as we always say, you should never ever not enjoy what you are doing. This is where stuff like this comes into play. Rather than getting those crap beef burgers, this is what you want to be looking towards. Example 1, the lean beef with a protein cheese in the middle. Only 6.6 grams of fat per 100. You're looking at over 20 in a normal burger, plus protein content, 17.5, not bad for a red meat. They're keeping the protein content up there. But that is the Monterey Jack beef burgers. It's melt in the middle. That means the cheese is in the middle. When you cook it, it comes out gooey and good. They do have the same lean beef steak mince burger, but with a normal cheese in the middle too. So there's a couple of different options on there. You can go and have a look for yourself. I believe in your ability to be able to do that. Other pre-packed things that you should definitely take a note of, and we personally believe are massively overlooked, and that is ham, pork. Now I know a lot of you for cultural reasons cannot eat pork, that's absolutely fine, but for those of you that can, don't underestimate how good pork can be. Any steak cut of any meat can be lean. It can be as good as chicken if you get the right types of pork. Pork fillets are amazing and they taste great. Cooked gammon ham here in a pre-packed, easy to go. For me, this is perfect for when I want to have some snacks through the day and just throw them in a sandwich, make something quick and easy and head out the door. So per 100 grams, only 4.9 grams of fat. Less than 5% fat in a ham product. Most people assume ham is fat. It is not. It's not high fat. It can be very, very good. Yes, it's a little more high in sodium, but we've already debunked the theories that you can't have sodium in your diet. If you stay hydrated through the day, drink enough water, your body will self-regulate. Another of our go-to favourites is the protein cheese. So we have them here. These are basically low-fat, high-protein, meltable cheddar cheeses. These come in a variety of flavours. Check them out. These are 100% one of our top dieting foods. Normal cheese per 100 would be around about 20 to 30 grams of fat, depending on the cheese that you pick. These, three. Carbs, negligible. Protein per 100 grams. Guess. Nah, you're wrong. 37 grams of protein per 100. This is an absolute must for adding in to all your barbecue treats, sandwich treats, meals, grated on the top of things. It's just, I can't say enough good things about this. Sticking with the lazy man mentality, we can go to the pre-packed ready meals, which obviously if you're in a working environment and you need something quick and easy again to take with you, there's good value for money. We have found from freezer to fridge to cooking, these are the go-tos. Freezer meals. These ones you literally stick in the microwave, cook them out over around about a 4-minute period, and these end up per pot fats 8, 10, and 7. So they're actually not too bad at all. Chili black bean chicken, Thai green curry, and tikka chicken masala. They all hit between 35 to 40 grams of protein per serving meal, but they are a little bit higher in carb. Great for a middle of the day meal or pre-workout. That's your freezer meals. Moving on to the fridge meals, so we have a couple of the pre-packed. These are simple, pop in the microwave, come in 2 compartments, you have your carb side, protein side. This is the red Thai fish curry, which Lainey tells me is good. I'm not a big fish person, but I will give it a go. This is more my kind of style. This is your Japanese chicken kimchi. Is it Japanese?
Yeah.
Japanese.
And like a warm coleslaw.
We are Japanese, if you don't, please. Per meal, fat 6.5, carbs 9.4, protein 39. You can see why. That is an amazing, super go-to kind of snack. They're a good emergency go-to kind of product. Keep in the fridge, and that means it's going to save you from going to something bad when you need something quick. And that is one of the big things about dieting, is being prepared for those moments where you don't have something to hand straight away, but you're getting hungry. And when you're hungry, that's when you tend to lean towards wanting something a little bit nommy. You?
I'm hungry right now.
You're hungry. New to us that we've got this time, and we're really excited about trying these, and that is the stir fry ready to go packs. So pretty much these come vacuum packed. You undo them, you chuck them in.
Rude.
Biker Brothers, Lainey, show some respect. So I talked shit about those in the wrong because I thought they were all stir fry.
Yeah.
So bollocks, I was wrong. Don't know all stir fry. Chili beef stir fry, chicken fajita stir fry, paprika sweet potatoes, like convenience factor again. That's an oven baker, isn't it? Oven bake that one, says 25 to 30 minutes. We found out if you leave it in for 40-45 minutes, you'll get that really nice slow roast flavour to them. Salt and pepper sweet potatoes. Done.
Bailey, when a train does not let people pass the doorway, this isn't quite what we had in mind. What are you talking about? I am a coiled spring. I will bounce into action just as soon.
The bread wrappy kind of things, these are a fan favourite with me. Most bagels are around about 45 grams of carb. These come in at 36 grams. Main thing on this though, you end up with 24 grams of protein per bagel, and they are a high fibre source. Go on for bringing in a little less carbs if you want something in a bagel. Plus, they taste damn good. That's the cinnamon and raisin. These are our go-tos for when you are wanting something substantial, but your carbs are low. And these are the Joseph's wraps. They come in 2 sizes. These are the smaller size. There's also a bigger size. The net carbs on each one of these is 8 grams of carbs. 8 grams of the entire wrap. When you look at a normal wrap, you'll be looking around 15 to 20 grams. These are gonna be less than half that you find in a normal wrap. Plus, high in fiber, Joseph's tortilla wraps. Everybody loving a pizza. It's a pizza pie! Protein pitas that we love getting in. We like the cheese and tomato. We're quite simple on these ones. We like the cheese and tomato, and we like the goat's cheese. They are just super easy. Chuck them in the oven. Feels like you're having something naughty when you're not. Half of this is about tricking the mind, but still enjoying what you want. Protein per pizza. So,
Quick math.
21. Okay, so around about 30 grams of protein per pizza. Carbohydrate level around about 20 odd, 20, 21, 22. And fat about 8 or 9 for an entire pizza. Awesome. What we like to do is split one and have it alongside maybe another side of a meal. So you have like a side of protein pizza or a salad, a chicken salad, meat salad. Enjoy food. Balance. Happiness. Pizza!
I want to go out in the sun.
Okay, well let's get this done.
I'm here filming.
But before we can get this done, we've got to look at the stuff. That's fun! And that's all the kind of the treats and the protein bars, the cookies and all that kind of jazz that we have as snacks in the house other than going and getting bad. What's your dog? Well, that's what you get, isn't it? For being a coiled spring. Yeah, I hate you. Okay, so moving on to the fun stuff. Okay, let's go for the standard things everyone knows. Protein bars. The ones we love. These. Carb Killers by Grenade. They're great. Chocolate Crunch is our current favourite. We tend to cycle through a lot of the flavours of those because if you eat anything too much you will get sick of it, but the Chocolate Crunch, that is definitely one of our favourites. This, I just don't get sick of these. Now these are Muscle Foods' own, and these are like a pretzel, toffee pretzel flavoured. They're like a Rice Krispie bar with a yoghurt coating, that's the best way of describing them. And the macros on these are fantastic. Like so, per bar, they're 44 grams. Protein, so it's going to be a bit of guesstimation because it gives it in 100 here, but when you scan it, it comes in perfectly. Around about 16 grams of protein. Carbohydrates, you're looking at only around about 12 for the entire bar, which is really, really good. Of which sugars are going to be around about 4, maybe a little bit less. And then this is the main bit though, the fat. The fat on these is around about 4 or 5 grams. Now that's low for a protein bar. Most protein bars are kicking over 8 grams per bar. So if you're struggling for fats, have a little bit more carbs to play with, these are really tasty. 100% one of my favourites. High protein toffee pretzel bar. They just make prettier packaging on those, and then people go nuts. Next up, these again, same, plain and simple packaging, but the tastiness is inside. These are the salt and vinegar protein crisps. About 12 grams of protein in a bag, bugger all carbs, and the fat is like 3. Really, really good macros on those. You snack on those and they do not impact you at all. So we've got Dr. Zach's, which is one of our go-to favourites, and we haven't tried these yet, so I can't comment on the flavour. But this is what's really interesting. We're looking at a really low carbohydrate protein cookie. Now this is going to be, if this is nice, this is going to be amazing. 7.2 grams of impact carbs for the salted caramel and 3.7 for a normal chocolate chip cookie. That is pretty impressive. They're sugar-free, they're free from palm oil, and you're looking at around about 15 grams of protein per cookie. That 6.2 fat. Should we just try one now?
I kind of want one.
Let's do salted caramel. Coming to you live.
And then Lex's face drops.
Live. Right.
They look like Lenny and Larry.
Okay, here we go. Yeah,
Anyway.
come on. Ready? Right.
Yeah.
Right, well, cookie cheers. 3, 2, 1. Cheers, mate. Hey, they're pretty good.
They're decent.
They're decent. Normally I put something in my mouth like that, and I'm really sensitive to sweetness and all that stuff. Most cookies I hate. Wow! They're pretty damn good. Hey, well, they got my seal of approval. I like those. No nasty sweetness taste, that's the main thing.
Oh, really good.
Okay, fair play. Dr. Zach's cookie.
Was it a decent size as well? That's a decent size.
Same size as Lenny and Larry's easily.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip and salted caramel, they're the two that we've got, and the triple chocolate. Impressed. We're doing another live taste test. We have to. High protein Chipotle clusters. That's a cluster. Cha-ching. Ooh, they're good. Super crunchy. What are they? Okay. Per pack on these, fat 5.8, that's not bad. Carbs 7, and protein 12. I think that's a really good little snack for on the road.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're spicy. Ooh, let's go a kick. Ooh. Fair play.
Have you tried the salted caramel peanut butter they do?
No.
That's because we're not allowed to have it because it's too delicious.
Dr. Zach's. Probably not a real doctor. So opening up the fridge, just check a couple of the other things that we get from standard supermarkets that are fan favourites. These low-fat super fruity yogurts. These are really good. High protein, low carb. Definitely worth giving those bad boys a try. These are gross, but they're soy and no dairy, so if you're not into all that, they might be alright. I don't like them, like a vegan thing. This is awesome. The rhubarb and vanilla probiotic, fat-free from Asda. That's lovely. You can get that in a couple of flavours. Weight Watchers, yogurts. Again, high protein, low carb, low fat. Olives, one of our favourites. A lot of flavour for not a lot of hit. The 0% Fage yogurt.
Greek style. So instead of having actual Greek yogurt, you can use this. You can chuck this in with shakes. You make bircher muesli with it. You can also make some kind of yogurt coated dressings and things for your meats. Nice and versatile. Now, a lot of you will be like Marmite with this, but black pudding, it is full of nutrients. It is low fat and high protein if you get the right ones. Don't underestimate the black pudding. We don't use them a lot, but they are the low fat margarines over butter. This, as we say, we like to enjoy our time, so we do have a well stocked array of Prosecco's and wines at all times. Moving down, this, I've shown you this a number of times, but cannot tell you enough how great this is. The sweet potato mash, it's low fat, it is less than, I think, 8 grams of carb per 100. It's freaking amazing on a diet. It's so fulfilling and tastes great, as the sweet potato mash. For breakfast, we always have the fruits in, so I've got raspberries, pineapple, strawberries down there, so that goes in the morning. Egg whites. Get these from Muscle Food. Brilliant. Really great for making all your protein pancakes. Obviously scrambled eggs in the morning. Alright! Sugar reduced jams, that's another top tip. Applesauce, lots of flavour. You can get these, you have to hunt around, but some of them are pretty good on the macro front. They're low fat, bit of carb in there, but if you factor them in, add some great flavour to some meals. Fat-free, but good to your dressings, are amazing in salads. This is a really great feta cheese alternative. Arla products are really good, keeping an eye out for those. The light Laughing Cow, you know which ones I mean. That one, Moo Moo, get the light version. And this, 30% less squirty cream. A little goes a long way with this, and adding that to your coffees and some desserts and stuff can really add a little bit of an extra treat feel to some of your meals. Bob is 100% your way to go. This is the best of both. It is basically the closest you'll get to skimmed milk with a semi-skimmed flavour. Better than 1% milk. If you're not into your dairy, this is our highest recommendation, the coconut almond. This is one that you can make coffees, you can have your cereal, it goes in shakes pretty well. That's our choice for the non-dairy.
For all you gluten intolerant, we don't like wheat people, gluten-free brownies, these are really good. We've had these, obviously gluten doesn't bother us, but they come gluten-free anyway. Chocolate brownies, stick them in a microwave, about 20-30 seconds, you're onto a winner. You've got around about, I think, is it 20 grams of protein, 6 or 7 grams of fat per 55 gram serving, and carbohydrates 11 to 12, something like that. They're really nice little treat. They are a little bit higher impact. You do have to kind of factor those ones in, but if you want a brownie and want a proper dessert or something, they are solid on taste. I think we got through it.
Yep.
And that is it. This is, as you'll have seen if you follow us on our... She stepped on the dog again.
She's just like, why do you keep on standing on me, mummy?
Okay. If you follow us on our family Instagram stories or Snapchats, you'll have seen this is a pretty standard delivery order for us, and we get this every 2 to 3 weeks. It's there's a few more snacks here than normal, but the food, the meats, and everything that you've seen, that's what we get, and this is what we will be using on our day-to-day diet cut. If you want to know about meal recipes, make sure to check the link in the description for Lainey's Kitchen Diary playlist, where she will have a lot of the things going on there.
Yes, make sure that you check it because it is very good. I have many a meal on there that I steal from the plate. What I say is there's not enough snail in there, but I can find in the garden for you if you email me at the French Coiled Spring at thedoorstep.com. Okay, bye.
The main things you need to know about whenever you're dieting is preparation is key. You can't be as successful at your diet if you don't have the foods in that you need. You can't be successful at your diet if you're not monitoring the foods that you're eating. So a lot of people are asking me, you know, how do I lose fat here? How do I lose fat there? You can't site-specifically lose fat. That is another massive thing you cannot do. You have to be in a deficit, you have to be monitoring your diet, and you have to lose fat evenly across the entire body. That's just the rules of nature. Right, Bailey?
He's not lying.
That's pretty much all we can tell you, is to make sure that you are tracking your food, monitoring your food, make sure you're counting macros. If you're not counting macros, you're basically pissing into the wind. You've no idea what you're taking in. Consistency is key. Consistency over time equals results. That's all for the food front. High five.
Ow.
I think we've covered pretty much everything. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Let me know what else you'd like to see, because I want to do some more of the Simple Truth videos. Obviously we did the last one, which was massively a great hit, which was the So You're Fat one, which is basically taking that mentality of having a negative attitude and realising that
maybe, you know, maybe it's not impossible. Maybe we are kind of all a little bit the same, and maybe that your life is in your hands and more in control than you thought. Let me know what subjects you'd like me to cover in a Simple Truth videos, and I will do my utter best to get them filmed this week. There's one more thing that we want to show you. There's something that you guys have experienced and been around and even maybe helped create in a certain sense, and that is mine and Lainey's big day, and I'm talking about the wedding. That will be the next video that you will see. I hope you're looking forward to it. It was an amazing, amazing day. We wish we could have invited you all, but we did the next best thing. So up next, you are all invited to come and enjoy our big day, the wedding. We'll see you there.
Cause if I only had 100 fans, I'd take them all to dinner, talk about the people that we used to be. If I had 100 fans, fly them all to